contrast, cause it's the Illegal Opinions Podcast.
Hey Ken, if I could give you a pop quiz to the intro song, could you do it? If you knew the words?
Fuck no. Bro, look, I was just looking at the intro and I was like, man, look at these old ass pictures these niggas. These niggas was like 22 when they took them pictures and go.
Hey, don't do that. That's false.
That's real disrespectful.
I'm just saying, bro.
It's not that is an odious lie. Hey, what up, y'all? It is episode 156 of the Illegal Opinions Podcast, last place for real talk. Listen with an open mind and leave mad. The choice is yours. I'm your comedian and host, Sam Ridley, with my man, Jay Spade Marcus, and apparently, Neo Ken is what he going with. So, welcome back to the show. I know we had you on last week. That means your audition went well. Good to see you again. We'll see how you work out. No, I'm just fucking with you. Hey, y'all. It's good to be back twice in a week. I just finished telling these boys, these homeboys of mine, that I was ecstatic to be able to do this shit. I was late. And it just seemed like it's always something. But like getting back to business, as Marcus put it last week, is therapeutic. Glad to be back. Let's get to some shits. Yeah, Ken over here. Look like been selling vacuums and shit if y'all are looking online.
Bruh.
All of us just got off work, so I already know how it is. I
wanted to ask you, does that shirt say U-Haul on it?
No, man, it says G Tangible. G
It does,
Tangible.
I was about to say, it don't say shit where you pointed.
Number one, don't promote whoever you gonna fuck around and lose your job. Look, we've already had somebody get in trouble on this podcast at
damn right.
So please, we gonna say you work at U-Haul just for
Let's call it We-Haul because I don't want to get sued by U-Haul either.
Not We-Haul, nigga. Oh shit. Hey, before we get tripping on everything else, let's talk about your president tripping up and down these steps. Why does he keep falling? And why do people keep letting him walk by himself? Like,
he's old, man. He's old. Old people fall. But the difference is Joe Biden always has a camera on him.
How old is this dude, man?
105.
Yeah, I was about to say he got to be at least 172. But bro, okay, so do y'all know the details on that fall? On this slip and fall or whatever?
Yeah, I know the details.
Yeah.
So look, here's my thing, man. Like, stop wearing church shoes when you're going up and down a slippery slope, first off. Like, they need to change the dress code for presidents. Because if I was president, I'm pretty sure if y'all was president, we're going to be smooth with it. We done worked in age too long. We know about them slip-resistant shoes. You know what I'm saying? So
slip-resistant shoes.
Yeah, safety first. But at the same time, get this man a walker.
No president wants to be seen like weak, and I understand that aspect of it. So yeah, they let him just do the shit. But I'm like, at least get him like a fly-ass Professor X wheelchair or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could do that, but like just letting him walk around just ain't a good look, man.
He's
like
old.
He's 80. He's 80
That's
years old. Like Barack's 61 now.
All right. And what's the age you have to be able to even qualify for president?
It's like 38 or 40.
30, yes.
What these motherfuckers at?
Ain't nobody ready by then.
They're not hiring us. You think they're hiring us?
You want Marcus president?
First off, I would rather Marcus be president because if your boy number, what was he, 45? I mean, if he can make it, I think anybody can make it, bro.
I'm not saying Marcus wouldn't do a terrible job. I'm just saying that in general. Think about like even the topics we talk about up here. Do you want your average 35-year-old citizen?
Well, listen to me. See, y'all niggas been doing this for, what is this, 156? Yeah, y'all been doing it for a while. This is only my second episode. I can run. I ain't saying shit.
Do you want? Yeah, go ahead and run, kids. You already got the slacks and shit. Do it.
Hey, man, I just got to put White House on this thing, I guess. I don't know.
And you on your shirt? Just put White House on your shirt? Mm-hmm. That's how it is. That's how you start.
Yeah, I'm wearing polos, baby. I ain't wearing no suits. I don't like wearing ties. I'm wearing polos.
This too, though, bro, you light enough. They'll at least listen to you to have the conversation to see if you can come in there.
Until they see my mama, they're going to be like, ooh, she black than a motherfucker. Nah, he ain't going to make it, bro. He ain't going to make it.
She can't come to the town meeting.
I don't think it will be an issue. I mean, but like, I think people put a lot of, now we're talking about presidents and shit. I think people put a lot of religion into being a president. Like, has there ever been a bachelor, like in the last 50 years, right? Has there ever been a bachelor president where a dude was just straight up single, kicking it on Johnny Carson, got the got the all black on with the little white, No, there's nobody out there. There's no president that's been dating while being president.
Nah.
Yeah. Because I mean, like you said, they're pulling religion and politics together, and that's where we go wrong. Because everybody don't vibe like that.
Well, this is the thing. I think back in the day when they was trying to pick presidents and all of that, Stepford Wives era, like it was a whole nucleus family, the kids, the wife, the dog. So every president felt like they had to do that. You even know from being in the military, officers and shit, like you never saw like a single general that was just up there for the most part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what's interesting though from that to now is it's different. People be divorced like a motherfucker. They be single. They be single moms. So why can't we get a president that's just in there like, man, I'm about to drop these taxes and these hoes out this like.
That's what I was about to say. That's why.
White House party is gonna be crazy. That guest is gonna be dumb getting in that White House party.
Think about it. You single. Then we can even go military, bro. When we first got in the military, or even in high school when you was a single dude, you weren't trying to be tied down with nobody. You was trying to do anything and everything. If it had a hole, you was in there.
I was, you said general, and I was like, I think I do remember one, and that was General Petraeus.
Petraeus was single?
Yeah. I think he got fucked up because he was sending, he was doing too much on his phone.
Always the way.
And then that's why they kind of like, we got to shuffle you out of here before the pictures of your penis end up all over Twitter. So maybe that's why. Maybe a middle-aged guy as president would be a bad idea because we just became grown-ups. We just became grown-ups. Like I don't count you as a grown. You're gonna be an adult at 18, but you're not a grown-up until you like 32.
Yeah. You got a lot to learn.
You got a lot to learn. So, back to the Biden shit. That's how we started. He actually tripped over a sandbag. That's what happened. He was turning.
Wait, y'all talking about something different. I'm lost. All right. So didn't he just fall like a week or two ago?
Well, yeah, but the more recent one was
he fall all the time. Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, my bad. I ain't know about that one. Look, see, I'm already confusing people.
He fell at the Air Force Academy graduation.
Yeah.
And he tripped over a sandbag. He was turning around.
Yeah. And
he tripped over a sandbag and fell. I'm not using that as an excuse or as a good reason for him to fall over. Nigga old, man. And guess what? The next president gonna be old as fuck too.
And he gonna fall too.
I'm be honest with y'all. I get put in there.
You can't be that old
for no reason.
You can't be that old to be. I feel like as much as there's like a younger cutoff, there needs to be an older one too.
Yeah.
There should be a window. Like, nope, you too goddamn decrepit. Like, as much as people was batting hard for Bernie, when Bernie lost, and they was like, oh, he'll run again in 4 years. I was like, what do y'all want from this man's life? Like, let him go have a Mai Tai, goddammit.
He lost like 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
He's been running for president for 12 years.
And you only get to do that shit once every 4 years.
Yeah.
You gotta ramp up. That's hard. You know what I'm saying? So I agree. I mean, I think there should be a cutoff with being a president. I think there should be a cutoff with like driving.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, get too old to drive?
Like after the age of about 78, 80, you're not driving no more.
Or if it take you more than 5 minutes to get to your car from your front door, just don't even get on the road, bro.
The driving tests need to be changed.
Yeah.
It need to be the shit that you see old people do. Back out of this parking spot in under 30 seconds.
Yeah. Like, bro, I be saying, me and my wife go to Walmart or something, and that's depressing already. But I be seeing these old couples walking around here, and like the woman, she's spry, bouncing around. The dude doing that shuffle walk, y'all know that.
Yeah.
Like his feet ain't even off the ground. He just shuffling. I'm like, babe, if I ever start walking like that, just leave me at the crib. Like, don't bring me out in public. Have me slowing you down.
It's embarrassing. It is embarrassing.
What?
Go
ahead.
on,
Go
say
ahead.
something, old shufflefoot ass nigga.
No. What I'm like, it's embarrassing, but I see that. Like, you know what I'm saying? My brother Glenn, his parent, you know, they'll come through and dad is pushing her in the walker, you know, whatever. But to what y'all just said, this is what made me think about it. Whenever it was some shit that was like, it's just a lot of walking and I'm gonna have to go through a bunch of changes and look crazy, she stayed home. And it didn't matter if it was big emotional ceremony or what. Logistically, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Boom. And I'm not gonna put y'all through it. And I know that some people, no, we gonna do it for you, know. And now everybody jumping through hoops. I think it takes somebody with a lot of self-awareness to go, I don't want y'all fucking waiting on me. I think about that shit getting older, period. Like, I don't want to be that dude just sitting in the chair and everybody's feeding me Ensure. And I know that some people just end up in that situation.
Yeah.
But given the option, I don't think any of us would choose no shit like that.
Nah.
How old am I?
Let's say 61.
No,
Still
nigga, I'm
count.
sticking around.
Still kind of young.
I'm sticking around.
But you fucked up. Like, people is, you know, giving you applesauce and
Nigga,
shit.
I'm sticking around. If I'm 61, if I'm 61,
Well, you going to everything.
I'm not. I might not go to everything, but I'm still. I feel like with the way the world is going right now, with all this AI fixing everything and shit,
Yeah.
all that chat GPT shit, it's
Fuck
gonna be
that.
something around that shit to fix me within the next decade.
Well, that's different. But I'm talking about.
But
like,
you gotta wait and see.
Yeah, well, you gotta wait. I'm gonna wait my ass at the crib.
You gotta be there though. Yeah, wait. I'm not saying you gotta die. I ain't
Okay.
saying like go kill me.
It sounded like you wanted to get the fuck out of here.
No. I'm saying I don't want to be in a situation where I got 5 people worrying about my well-being all the time because I can't function. To me, that's worse. That's worse.
You know what I'm gonna
But-
do? I'm gonna buy one of them little things for video games that you blow into, that you can control video games with until that new development come out. That's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna be active
The blowing the tube walk around thing.
in that little clicky thing with the, you know, you use your whole nub.
Nigga, you are gonna be passed out, fucking in that bitch, blowing into a tube, playing Tomb Raider and shit. Like, you know, I saw, and I found it very interesting. I was leaving the store the other day, and you ever just see like that random fat motherfucker, guy or girl, right, on one of them little fucking, in one of the little motor chairs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like on the side, like how did you get all the way the fuck down here in this shit? Like, what kind of battery is you got a Tesla battery in this bitch? Because like we are not near a neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo,
shit. Yeah.
Oh, you some of them hover around niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, yo, where the fuck? How are you? Because you're not even worried about your shit dying. You have that much confidence in you getting wherever you gotta go,
Yes.
and back, and back.
Yes.
Them shits is power wheels, nigga. They will be everywhere. I done seen them on the side of the highway. Them 2 back wheels is the strongest too. I
Yeah.
want them shits on the Ultima. Cause them 2 back wheels on that bitch will get you through anything, my dude. I remember back in the day, they used to sell these remote control cars where some like claws came out the feet and they would climb up hills and shit. They basically got them fucking wheels on them. Cause I see the fattest motherfucker doing about 15 miles an hour going to the grocery store.
They be chubby as hell.
I hate seeing them in the grocery store when I know nothing's wrong with them, but they fat.
And
Them
you
same
know
ones
what?
that walk all the way in the store just to get on one.
You don't need no more food. Like, you using this to support this problem.
Yes.
Stop it.
It kills me when they stand up to get the shit that they looking for and then sit the fuck
Bruh.
back down.
That shit be tasting good as a motherfucker because they be out that chair getting that
Like,
shit.
yo, they got both feet on the floor standing up to
Planet.
get the Uncle Ben's rice and shit and then sit the fuck back down. Like,
Yeah.
yo, that's why your ass in that chair, that goddamn dirty rice you eating from
Yeah.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
But
I guarantee somebody done caught Professor X making a bowl of cereal in the middle of the night.
Fucking stupid.
Like, oh, and he just fucking...
sit back down. I was sleepwalking, goddamn.
Like, nigga, how?
Dog,
How are you sleepwalking?
this is small tangent. On Dark Phoenix, when they made him walk, I don't know if y'all remember that movie. It was bad as fuck, but like whoever he was fighting Phoenix, and they made him get out the chair and walk like.
She picked that nigga
She
up.
picked that nigga up, and he was like
yeah.
slew footing up the steps, nigga. That shit was not supposed to be funny, and I was crying.
It was.
I was crying. Anyway, you know what? We talking about movies real quick. I saw this online, and then I'm gonna give it to Spade. A dude posted, y'all got to stop acting like your son's asked to go see The Little Mermaid. That was the whole statement. And then only reason I clicked on it is because it had like 150 comments. Because I already knew, you know, before I say anything else, what does that statement say to y'all from a man? It's a male that posted it. Black male.
You want to go first though?
No, you go, Nick.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to see the shit because I grew up on Little Mermaid.
Right.
That's the main reason. Like I could give a fuck about who plays Little Mermaid or whatever, but I want to see it because I grew up looking at that shit. And you know, when we go to see remakes, we want to go and see if that remake is how we remember it. Like you can sprinkle a little bit in there, you know, to jazz it up, but you better not take the best songs out that motherfucker because it's a Disney movie. Sebastian better sound like a motherfucking Jamaican. You know what I mean? Like
big facts. Big
facts.
We
want that nostalgia. You know what I mean? Or nostalgia. I don't know how you country niggas pronounce it, but we want that. so
this nigga is further in the South than both of us right now.
I'm not from here, sir.
I don't give a damn.
Look, I'm not from the CAC, but
Right.
But yeah, so like to me, it almost sounds like he's saying that motherfuckers is gay or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know your gay ass want to see it, so stop saying your son want to see it. Or maybe, I don't know, your son is gay. I don't fucking know. It's a confusing comment to me, but for me, I want to see it.
Okay. Marcus?
I mean, I didn't want to see it the first time I saw it.
Wait, the new one? Oh, you saw the new one already?
No. I mean the old one.
Oh shit. Okay.
I had a younger sister, and we did. Well, her and my mother did the Disney collecting the fucking VHSs and all that shit, right? Like I'm pretty sure she has the VHS with the plastic cover, that big thick ass binder they used to wrap them bitches in.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she has the one that got the dick on it.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, the old school shit.
Bruh, that's worth some money.
Yeah. So that's why we kind of holding on to that. Well, she is, but I'm saying we goddamn. But
holding on to that dick.
Holding on to that cave dick. But I'm thinking about if like my son will tell me what he wants to see, right? Like he's gonna come down here, we're gonna kick it for the summer, right? And I know there's only one thing he wants to watch right now.
Transformers?
No, that's Spider-Man, right?
Spider-Man.
Oh, gotcha.
Spider-Verse. If he wanted to go see it, I'd take him to go see it. Like I don't think that's gonna affect my son's sexuality. If the nigga gonna be gay, he gonna be gay.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, ain't nothing like me. My belief is like that's not gonna change based off what he watches on television.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just somebody that believes that your sexuality is genetic in a way. Like not saying it's a mistake or whatever.
Yeah.
Your shit just different. You might be fluid, you might be gay, you might be, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, it's people just like what they like at this point.
Yeah, people
right?
like what they like. Like I think you're genetically predisposed to liking women or men. And ain't nothing you gonna there's a lot of motherfuckers killing themselves every day, literally killing themselves every day because of the confusion in sexuality and their social ramifications of them possibly coming out and all that shit. So, and I definitely don't think, going back to the point, I don't think it's gonna be the fucking Little Mermaid that makes my son like dudes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to give that with no context. I hope everybody listening just heard it that way too, to see if that's where you went to, because I took it as a homophobic comment off top. It was, this movie is about a little mermaid. I'm like, it's about a wet female. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's a mental thing. If you really want to look at it like that, I'm like, all right, all these hoes wet. She wants to lose her voice so that she can have pussy. So that she can give that pussy to a dude she saw up on land. That's the movie in a nutshell. It's a princess movie, whatever. Yeah. But I started looking in the comment section, and I'm seeing people asking him those same questions. Like, what? Like, is it a problem? Some dudes was like, nah, he ain't asked, but I took him. And he laughing emoji in at them. Stuff like that. And this is a comic that I just recently, like, you know, me and him got cool again, and I hadn't been on his page much. But when I see stuff like this, not to say I'm judging him, but I'm like, okay, is this how you're gaining your traction?
Oh, you mean? Oh, he's a comedian.
Yes, he's a comedian.
Okay, so
But this was a very serious thing that he was asking him. It wasn't a joke. I was looking at the comments, and I was, and this is why. Hold on, I know what you're gonna say. I thought at first it was like, oh, okay, it's a comic, and we just talked about it. Don't go on the comic page soapboxing. I didn't say shit on the page. I just went and read. And when I went to read, I was looking at context to see, is he joking with these people or is he serious? And he went in on a few of them, just basically saying, nah, you ain't taking no little boy to just see that. Ain't no little boy just asking to see that. And then I said, okay, he means this. So
does that mean you can't take your kids to Disney World or Disneyland? Because I mean, that shit was built off of
princesses and shit. Yeah,
you gonna miss Magic Kingdom,
right?
You know what I mean? Like that's the history of Disney.
You're gonna miss a lot of shit.
And not only that, I mean, it's not just the Little Mermaid. I mean, what that motherfucker ain't see Moana, that motherfucker ain't see. You know what I mean? Like.
Right.
I mean, if you didn't go see Lilo and Stitch,
you missed some of the thickest animation you'd have never seen. Me and Marcus was talking about how thick Lilo's sister was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they doing that live. They got to nail that scene.
Guess where I'm going when it come out? To the movies in IMAX.
But they have to nail that scene. IMAX. They can't, if they pick a skinny mini to play, like it's got to be like Chloe Bailey on the surfboard. It's got to be somebody thick up there.
Speaking of Chloe, never mind. That's different.
No, that's a whole nother thing, and I love her.
Another thing. Y'all seen Swarm though, right? Y'all seen Swarm?
No, I haven't. Anyway.
She's in that?
I heard she was getting hit from the back or some shit.
First 5 minutes. All you gotta do is first 5 minutes you good, and then you turn.
I bet. That's a bet. All right. So back to this
shit. My sticky pad at.
I know, right? It speaks to a older black mentality, in my opinion, and this is just me talking. Yeah. You know, we talk about, me and Mark's been talking a lot about me and my mom's situation and how she might not have known another way to parent because of how her grandmother taught her. And then with that, I learned from my mom, and then, you know, you make changes along the way. This type of mentality in black men is very, I don't want anybody to ever touch my sexuality or question it. And it's something that's kind of unnecessary at this point. But we talked, this is something we touched on briefly with Ken up there last week. When Ken was like, even today, he was like, I don't know what word you niggas use for it because we all move, we in different places, whatever.
Yeah.
When you ain't been nowhere and you just stay home, you keep all them same fucking old archaic thoughts.
Yes.
And going to see a movie, like DeMarcus's point, I can't imagine that making my kid gay. If I'm posting that means I'm already thinking my kid on the fence. Like,
or maybe you're on the fence. Maybe it's you. Like maybe you defending. Like you feel like you have to. You're so confused by your own sexuality at this time. Like you got to go out there and say that. Like, hey, the nigga taking his. Like you said before, nigga, you might want to see this shit. Now you had to go. Oh no, nigga.
I do.
I gotta
do want to see it.
Wait, no. I'm talking about him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I don't want to go. I gotta go to social media and tell everybody that if you want to go see this shit and you a nigga, you gay. Like now I gotta get this shit off me. Now I gotta use I got whatever this potential homosexual energy I have in me, I have to get online and fucking go to work on these niggas and get this shit out. So now I'm back comfortable in my space and okay, I'm not feeling gay no more. Let me I got that off my chest.
So why do y'all think we use social media like that? Why do people rant on social media?
They ain't no friends.
You know, like you see people get on there and they're real serious about this shit. And they're cussing and fussing. We can stick with the Little Mermaid. Like when they first announced that it was gonna be a black woman playing Little Mermaid. Why did people go on social media as if that's going to change anything? Why do y'all feel people seriously get on social media and blast whatever it is they blast out there?
They ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I think once you become like you don't really see hyper focused, hyper successful, hyper ambitious, hyper whatever you want to call it, those kinds of people going straight banana sandwich
Mm-hmm.
on social media and these long rants and shit. Like you'll see people tweet, like you'll see like athletes tweet something and say something, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, like this is happening. I gotta tweet about this because this is like in my field. Like they were talking about, I don't know if you watched the game or if you caught it on social media. They talk about Dwayne Wade's fit he had on at the game.
Yeah.
So you got these athletes kind of like chiming in or whatever, just chiming in on what he was wearing, right?
Yeah.
That's in their field. That's the shit they do, right? But I think, and because I've never done it before, I think if I was ranting online, somebody would hit me and be like, "Nigga, what is wrong with you? Like, this is completely out of your character. Like, you ain't on this shit." Because I'm usually thinking about other shit. I'm usually. Oh, by the way, speaking of social media, before I forget, everyone that wished me happy birthday on social media, I appreciate it. I don't really go on that shit a lot, so I'm gonna make a little note today. I promise I will, and say thank you and whatnot. And I'm thanking you right now, so I'm gonna thank you again later. But just because of the fact that it's not in me and people know my focus is different. So if I went on social media today and started going crazy about fucking elephant tusks and ivory and shit, like nigga, what is wrong with you?
Yeah,
like, that's not your bag. So I think people that do that shit, they're looking for attention. They got nothing else going on.
Man, there's a few people I follow right now, man, and that's the reason I asked it, because there's a few people that I have unfollowed because I got tired of seeing the bullshit. Because even when, so like, say you give them that attention, you know, say something going on with their marriage or whatever the case may be, but they blast that shit. They act like ain't nothing wrong. Say, oh man, you good? You know, you need to go out and get a drink or something. Oh man, what you talking about? Man, that shit you put on social media. Like, did you want the attention or like what's going on? No. You know, act like nothing going on. I'm like, bro, don't put your business out there. You know what I mean? Or my favorite, the conspiracy theorists. I love those.
I follow those. No, I follow those because those motherfuckers is just crazy. You know, that's the best.
Are they crazy?
They might not be. Sometimes I be reading shit and I'll be like, man, that shit kind of makes sense. Yeah.
UFOs are real now, according to the U.S. government.
Yeah. Some of them are just some of them out there.
Some of them are Chinese weather balloons. But yeah, I don't know. I think that a lot. Like, but also when I go through my social media and I'm looking around at what people are saying, because a lot of people I'm not friends with, but I know them. And I know the situation, and I'm like, girl, you not fine. Why are you talking about what a real man would do? Bitch, you trash. Ooh. And I know you trash.
Ooh.
And I know people that that's the thing. Oh, fucking. That's the one thing that really irritates me about social media is that people. I was going to post something yesterday and I didn't. But when I went in to post it, it was already there because I wrote it like a month ago and didn't post it. The same fucking thought I had that day yesterday. And the thought was, why do people post like nobody knows who the fuck you are for real?
Oh,
like we know who you. People know you out here,
right?
Yeah.
People know you. You talking about how good you are and how great your fucking mental health is and all. No, bitch. We all know you fucked up. You talk like nobody knows who the fuck you are.
Yeah. Me and Marcus talked about a mutual friend one time that doesn't have social media, but his spouse does. And I remember asking Marcus one time, why this dude don't have one? And he was like, because he can't. Because we all know him for real. And that shit was like, like you spent so much time in the real world being 10 different people that you were smart enough not to do it. I commend him. Off the back of that. I commend him because he knew I don't need to be up here. I was fake too much. And now we got like, you know, the hot girls from high school. I know you got some of them on your page, you know, the one, and they just doing it. But you know,
they ain't hot no more.
You know why they single. You know, like it's a trip. People use it as a diary.
I always that's the thing, like the diary shit. Like
it's not a diary.
And that's why I say, like, I don't. When people put that you know, pray for me and my family, I'll be like, nah.
God, I hate that.
What happened?
Yeah,
Tell me what happened.
What's your family do?
What happened?
Bruh. I hate
Because
that.
if we praying for little man that shot 3 niggas and he going to jail now, no.
I don't want to pray for man.
I ain't
I
praying
don't
for
want to
that.
pray for man. Fuck man.
Fuck man.
Lock that nigga up.
Lock man ass down.
As a matter of fact, go find every man and lock that nigga up now.
You can't have a lineup of mans. Everybody going to jail, nigga.
That
Hey,
nigga's
everybody got to
man.
go then.
Man.
Nigga 12 years old, his name man. Lock that nigga up today.
Let's
Yeah.
lock up
Get
man
up now.
and boy sitting
And
over
boy,
there.
boy. And man boy. And all them niggas. All them niggas.
Man, boy.
Lock them niggas up.
Man.
What y'all
shit.
want to go on next?
Who got next?
Well, that was one of mine, that social media thing. So I ain't mean to take it.
No, you good. Go for it. Go ahead, Spade.
Did that. Okay, we could do this little. Actually, real quick, we'll get this out the way. The PGA merger with Live I'm sorry.
Live, okay.
Golf. Chase the dream or chase the bag.
So I saw this story. I was talking about it with my homeboy, and any of y'all that don't know, like, I follow sports news. I don't follow sports, and this was a merger they tried to do a long time ago.
Yeah.
So more or less, the PGA trying to make sure that they kept our golfers here was like, if you work with them, you're banned from here. At one point, and this is just to give y'all some figures. I think they offered Tiger Woods $1 billion.
800 mil. Something
800,
close. It's same
close
shit.
enough. Yeah. 800 plus endorsements, called it a Billy.
Yeah.
Other golfers 500, 100, and this is them knowing he's not in his prime anymore, just for the name of Tiger Woods to be in the organization. And all of, most of them, they would turn it down out of loyalty to the PGA for a very, very long time. When the merger started talking again, it would make anybody's asshole pucker that they missed out on $1 billion a long time ago.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And that was where the like chase the bag, chase the dream came from, because you'll see it with different celebrities where it's like, yo, you can get $50 million for this shit. We saw it with Chappelle when he left. But with this one, it's like $1 billion went by from loyalty.
Yeah, for real.
All right, so for the people who don't know, what's the difference between PGA and Live?
Live is Saudi Arabia, right?
It's owned by Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
It's owned by a Saudi Arabian, business. But
Thank
it's
you for
kind
that.
of like it was like the NFL and the AFL at one point.
Got you. All right.
So basically, like, Live right now would be whatever this American Football League or whatever whatever this like spring league is right now.
Yeah.
That's what Live is. But they got the money behind
They got
them.
bread.
Yeah.
I mean, they have oil money behind them. So it's only a matter of time.
I would have been gone.
Oh,
$1 billion?
Nigga, I got to play in the desert. Nah, fuck it. I'll play in the desert. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
But the PGA is doing like this is what would happen because it's an old white man sport, right?
Mhm.
Like if these people in Dubai made something that sounded like Major League Baseball, right? Call it fucking Super League Baseball. Who gives a fuck?
Mhm.
Major League Baseball would do the same thing because it's old white money, it's old white men, and we have our old white rules. And it'd be like, all right, nah, man, nah, we not. If you go and play for fucking the Super League, the Super Baseball League, you can't come back and play in the majors. We don't want nothing to do with you. But then one day, the white man and the old white man wakes up and says, "Nigga, this is about bread. We want to make money, right? We want to make billions of dollars, right? Okay, cool." 'Cause they thought. Well, I'm not trying to be whatever this is, but they thought that Live shit was gonna die. They thought it was gonna be like real quick, boom, 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 like waste management tournaments, real quick, get some money, get out, and they gonna be out of our hair. But they was like, nah, bro, like we staying around. Like we have the money to throw at this shit to make it huge. And PGA, they didn't bend the knee completely, but they was like, hey, you know what, you guys, how about we do a partnership? Because we know we
can't afford to play ball with you.
We can't afford it. We just threw $800 million to $1 billion at your oldest kind of popular fucking broken down, hasn't won a major in fucking 8 years. Tiger Woods,
Just so he can come over.
just to come by, nigga, just to walk on by,
Pull up.
just to pull up real quick, play a couple tournaments. Now, what do you think we're gonna give the next nigga that wins the Masters? What do you think we're gonna give the next nigga that's gonna be fucking Rory McIlroy? Like, you gotta get you. There was a conversation that was like, look, bruh, if y'all don't get in this shit now, PGA is going to die.
Period. Like, all the way done.
Yeah.
You
so-
can't compete with bread. And see, when the white man that had the bag for a very long time on all of this shit, and they don't like how this shit is going. They really don't. Everybody laughed at, for example, like when, Jay did Tidal. It's like, man, there's already these other big streaming services out there. Very true. It ain't got shit to do with Jay being the biggest streaming service in the long run. He showed artists that they can get paid differently.
Yeah,
And that changed the landscape of all of the other bigger names.
100%.
That's the type of plays that a businessman is going to make if he has the money to do it. Live can eat PGA over time, and they see it.
Yeah.
So get under the brand, get under the umbrella, and we'll cover you, but we won't market it. We won't market you as PGA. We'll probably still market you as Live. You can still do your tournaments the way you want to do them. If you want to do them like parties, like waste management, those waste management events are fucking parties. People are there drinking and shit, screaming, all kind of shit. It's a different vibe than your PGA Masters in fucking Savannah, Georgia type of shit. You can have different departments of how you want your golf to be played. You want to make that shit Top Golf? Don't give a fuck. Keep bringing in the money.
Yeah.
Speaking of like, let me see. How can I put this? All right, Ken, you're a wrestling guy, right?
Yep.
All right.
Don't shake
At
your
one
head,
point-
motherfucker.
You say what?
I'm telling him not to shake his goddamn head.
I ain't even
Sam
say
shaking his
shit,
head.
dog.
You shake your head, nigga.
You say
You shake your head. Wrestling, WWE, nigga. You see the belts.
Yo, you see?
Go ahead, man. I'm sorry. Sam start shaking his head.
That nigga was ready to defend, dog.
Yeah, hey.
That mean you already feel aware about your shit. I ain't say nothing.
Gonna use it as an example
Okay,
because
all right. Calm down.
it's kind of like at one point it was WCW
Yeah.
and WWF back in the day
Yeah.
was. My damn machine talking to me. Amazon says something. My bad. So it's WWE and WWE was the motherfucker.
Yep.
Then the WWF came, and over time that shit kept going. Shit kept rising. And there was a time, I'm sure, somewhere in there that they could have merged, right? WCW could have merged with WWE, saying, "Hey, how about this? How about we just y'all keep doing what you're doing, but we're gonna kind of like partnership. We'll have a 60-40 type of split,
Mhm.
but we want to be in the business of WWF." And then WWE got too big. We
Yep.
passed you. We got goddamn Monday Night Raw. We got fucking Thursday night. What's the shit called? Heat, was it?
No,
I think
that's-
SmackDown, right?
Friday night
SmackDown.
SmackDown. It's Friday night.
SmackDown. And then Friday was Heat. All this shit.
How the
We too
wrestling
big
nigga
now.
ain't know that?
Yeah.
The wrestling nigga didn't know that. I just
No,
wanted to point
knew
that out.
this.
No,
I'm
no,
talking
you.
about the current shows.
Oh,
Why
no,
you-
no, I'm talking about back in the day. We're talking about back in the day.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
I got you.
I'm talking about like late 90s, early 2000s, right?
Mhm.
So now WWE is now taking more and more of these days away from you during the week.
Mhm.
And then what happens? Didn't
Yeah,
they buy
Degeneration.
WCW?
Yeah, they did
bought
a
'em.
they did a straight up takeover, man.
Yeah.
Generation X showed up to the door. They were both performing in the same city. So they
Mm.
rode the Jeep, the military Jeep, to the WCW event and basically knocked on the door. Like on live TV. Like that shit was not scripted at all. They just did that shit. So that was it
So-
right there. That
so-
was the beginning of the end.
So PGA's like, look, man, we can't be goddamn WCW.
Yeah. Don't do that.
WCW had like some wrestler that was like their big name claim to fame back then. Was it like Sting or somebody?
Sting.
Okay.
Dude, man.
And I think that's what was keeping them afloat for a real long time. Like
You
as
gotta
much as I
think, man,
as much as I fuck
40%
with
of
Ken
them
about it.
motherfuckers are on WWE now.
Yeah, they
You know what
are.
I mean? Like, so
I fuck with Ken, but back then wrestling was hot. Like I used to watch
Yeah.
like The Rock and Cactus Jack and all that shit every week.
oh yeah.
Oh, the Irish, the Sheik, the Iron Sheik just died. Fucking
Yeah,
forgot about
he
that.
did.
Oh, damn.
He
For
did.
real?
He did,
Yeah, Iron Sheik died yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
Wow. God
Yeah,
damn.
he did.
Everybody getting old. Yeah, rest in peace, Iron Sheik, while we talking about wrestling.
Yeah.
But yeah,
We
like,
was gonna end up there, but
I know. It was, back then, it was fun. It was real fun. It was, they had that one wrestler that was their claim to fame, and then it was like The Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker, Kane. It was like, dog, Sting
Yeah,
can't do it all, nigga. Like,
Nope. And then eventually Sting came to WWE. So,
Then they had to get nigga a baseball bat because he's getting
Yeah.
old and shit. He was like,
Yeah.
no, you need a weapon.
yeah, I know he's
So-
still wrestling. He with AEW now. That's the other up and coming wrestling
Yeah.
company right now.
Yeah.
So
and
they're
he wrestled for Root Beer, nigga.
Nigga said 8 a while.
AEW.
Oh, okay.
All Elite Wrestling.
Wrestling
I don't
for
watch
root
that shit
beer
though
would be
because I ain't no
hilarious.
trader.
Oh man.
So look, so
Stone
does
Cold.
WWE own any of that? AEW? No.
No, they don't.
Nah.
Okay.
They don't. They're two different companies, but I mean, y'all gonna have me going, but most, I'm not gonna say most, but 25% of the big names with AEW were with at one point in time WWE.
Because
And them
buddy
niggas-
Jericho's carrying them, right?
He is now. It was
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes, but now Cody Rhodes is back with WWE. So
Ooh, Cody
it's
Rhodes.
happening.
That's a wrestling name
ain't
right
heard
there,
yet.
boy.
Yeah.
Cody
Yeah.
Rhodes.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, it
okay. We
is.
got this is nerdier than we usually get on this podcast.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
yeah.
fucking get back.
I was
Get
gonna
this
get my
shit back
belt,
in-
put it on my shoulder, bro. I was gonna get in character for you now.
So-
Go get that belt over there.
Oh shit. Where we at? But 43? Okay. This black people in the pool thing, we got to talk about it because the summer's
go.
approaching. The summer's approaching. And this has been something that I've been baffled by. I remember there used to be memes of like black people at a family reunion and everybody was around the pool and nobody was in it.
Yeah.
Common myth, black people don't like the pool, but I know there's a thing that's called vacation braids. Because I live with a sister and I done been on vacation and you already know what time it is.
This
You see
nigga,
a
hold on.
chick.
This nigga look behind him and shit. You see that shit? That nigga look behind him to make sure she wasn't in the room.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta, hey, I know. Huh? Hey,
My
dog.
bad. Go ahead, man.
You know the vacation braids. It has always aggravated me. Okay, I won't even make this personal. This is a conversation I've heard because this is true.
Okay.
We at work talking to people about like vacations they went on and shit, and I was talking to some brothers, and one of them said this was at a different base. He goes, "I take white women on vacation, just out flat in a room full of black people," and everybody was like, "That's a wild statement to make." He said, "Dog, it ain't nothing against my sisters. I just want to be in the pool."
Ooh.
And everybody laughed because we know how sisters are with their hair getting wet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then it made me think about it. And I do remember like being out at pools and shit. And and it's like, God damn, we can't enjoy ourselves.
I want to get my hair wet. Yeah.
That shit trash. But I'm not the type, I mean, it ain't going to be, it's never the dudes. Everybody always say that. It's not the dude. We'll get in the pool with our girl. We going to go where the
Yeah.
pussy at.
Niggas get in the pool with a t-shirt on. Like, fuck it. Don't care.
It's whatever. But women will come and I want to go on vacation and just sit and be hot. And then we in the pool looking fucking dumb while you sitting up there sunning. Like,
Babe, come on, baby. Put your feet in here.
Hey,
Put
y'all
your
can
feet
look
in,
dumb if
babe.
y'all want to. I'm
Hey,
drunk as fuck at the pool.
don't swim too close. Don't swim too close to another bitch in the pool.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you should have got your ass in here then. You know, these
That ain't
foreign
gonna-
hoes love niggas. Keep on
That ain't
playing.
gonna help you later though. I'm like in the moment, that shit ain't gonna help you later.
You right.
You
But
thought you was cute in there, huh? You thought you was
but-
Mr. Funny Man and shit. in
Yeah,
the pool.
but my thing is like,
Mr. Funny Man is when you know they.
yeah, why would you let's go vacation. Why would you spend that money on vacation if
Right.
you're not gonna fully enjoy the vacation? That's the big thing. So
Because
it's like,
it's not about enjoying yourself.
It's about pictures.
man, fuck that. Shit, I'm getting in that water. Up to
telling
my
you,
waist though. Up to my waist. I ain't doing in the ocean.
You're not dunking. Oh no, that's different. That's different.
They got
The
shit in the
ocean is
ocean.
different. It's different. It's a different energy. I I remember I went away a few years ago, right? During
go
the
to jail,
COVID time. No. During COVID time, I went away. I don't want to say what.
When anybody say they went away, nigga, they
Yeah,
get
it's like-
time, nigga. That ain't never a
No,
vacation.
that's not indictment on me. That's indictment on y'all niggas. Y'all need to change y'all social circles, nigga.
Oh no. We're not gonna act like the social norms don't just say, "Hey man, I had to go
went
away for a little while."
I went away on vacation. On
No,
vacation.
you didn't add
Okay.
that. Just went away is exclusively jail. Tell me it ain't.
You can tell
That's
me
some,
we need to
that's
change
some
up.
black ass shit to say to
That's
somebody.
no,
Yeah,
that's
I was social
exclusively jail.
No, nigga, I didn't say I went up, nigga. I said I went away, nigga.
Up is the upper room.
No, up is I got sent up. I went up. I had to go sit down somewhere.
No,
That's
I had
jail.
to go. No, Daddy had to go away for a while. Means
not-
that nigga's in jail.
He went to get the milk and then come back.
No. That nigga's with his side bitch. Daddy went away for a while.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh,
All right, so
that's tough.
you went away.
I went
Okay.
away. So I was on vacation during COVID times, and there was a boat, big yacht, rented out and shit. A bunch of us was out there, and we was in the ocean. Now I'm a swimmer, right? Like I grew up in Florida. I grew up at beaches. I grew up in pools. I was a lifeguard at the YMCA, all that shit. So I'm a pretty strong swimmer. And I thought I still had it, right? I thought I still had it. Like I could still get in there. And so I asked the guy on the boat, I was like, hey man, you mind? Like, can we just jump off the boat? Can we do flips and shit or whatever? He's like, oh yeah, senor, go ahead. No problem.
So you was in Mexico. All right.
So I was this nigga's stupid.
You said
So
senor.
I had some drinks. It could have been Miami, motherfucker.
It could have been anywhere.
You right. You
Yeah,
right.
damn.
So and it could have been goddamn. I could have been in New York. But
He telling the story. He tried to crack the case and shit.
yeah, he's like, let me see. What color was the water? So so I jump on the side of the boat, and I do like a backflip off the boat, right? Close to the boat. But then when I came back up, the boat was like 12 feet away. I'm like, oh shit, this current is stronger than I thought it was. Hard to tell when you're on the boat. It's kind of like when you tell yourself, you know what, I'm gonna start running in my neighborhood. It's like a good path, but you don't realize that you driving that shit and where the fucking inclines are don't feel like inclines in the car.
Right.
They just feel like, oh, this is nice. Then you got there and start running like, damn, this a hill? I didn't know this was a hill.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm out there swimming and I'm struggling to get back to the boat. Struggling. I did almost drown, but I made it back to the platform on the back of the boat by the fucking just by the smallest of margins. I got back up there. I'm laying up that shit on the back like a fucking beached fucking whale, catching my breath. And at this point, the boat is rocking up and down. So I'm holding on to the platform so I don't fall back in the water. That's when I was like, oh yeah, you know what? This swimming in the ocean. I'm a pool nigga now. I'm a pool nigga. I'm a pool nigga. And like I will go into the ocean, like Ken said, up to my like waist.
Yeah.
Maybe like mid stomach max. But
Not even that.
once that first wave hit me, once that first little like current hit me, and that shit like moves my feet to the point where I'm like, I gotta now I gotta walk back in.
That's what I was gonna say. If my buoyancy changed,
Yeah. There ain't no way. Because you know what, man? In the pool, you don't get all that.
Yeah.
You know, you might get a splash in your face, but like you said, as soon as you get adjusted when you weren't trying to be adjusted, that's it for me.
I don't even like the wave pool. Fuck the wave pool.
Let some seaweed rub against my foot. That's it for me. It's creatures for me, nigga. I don't like cold.
Was that a fish? Was that a
Yeah.
fish?
Bro, I don't like that. I got stung by jellyfish before.
Dog, that's the
Fuck me
shit I
up.
ain't never understood about people in the beach. Like that's somebody's house.
Yeah.
Like I'm not swimming out there. Like that's somebody like it's whales coming in. Like it's wild shit happening out there all the time.
All the time.
All the time. And then you go to the beach and there's a jellyfish right there. No shit. This is home.
Yeah, dog.
Like why people be shocked? I can't do it, man. I can't do it. That shit gross.
You ever see those pictures where people take the helicopter over the beach
Yes.
and they taking pictures and it's like sharks fucking 20 feet
Yes.
away, like a group of them motherfuckers?
Yeah.
And you don't
Just
even know
chilling.
that they there.
And they just waiting for one of y'all to slip or go too far, and then all of a sudden it's gonna be, oh, he survived the shark attack. I am too. Right the fuck in my pool. Like, no.
That's why you got to be careful. Like being down here in Tampa, right? This shit is still the Everglades. We just put shit on top of it.
Right. People forget that shit.
Yeah.
It's still the Everglades. So I have to like constantly remind my son when he's down here, don't go by that water. Because something live in that motherfucker. The best bet is you get bit by like a fucking snapping turtle or some shit.
Yeah.
The worst thing is the alligator.
Yeah.
Right.
So I say, don't even go over there playing. Like we not playing because I was at my cousin's house who lives north of here. He has like a little man-made lake in his neighborhood. It ain't big. The shit little bitty shit.
Mm-hmm.
I took my son over there. I was like, "What is that?" He's like, "Daddy, is that an alligator?" Yes. Right here in the middle of all this shit happening, it's an alligator right over there.
Yeah, we got one in our neighborhood. Same thing. A family alligator.
They just getting there, like just
Bro, I don't
posting
know.
up.
They walk
So
through the woods.
it's nothing but swamps up here.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of swamp up here. So back in 2015, we had that big ass flood, and they just started moving in, bro. And like that same thing for my son when it was back in 2015. So shit, what he's 16 now? I think he was like 7 or 8 at the time. And yeah, they used to play around that shit all the time. Not no more. Hell no, because it's about 8 foot now. That bitch big. I don't even.
Oh, he done grown. He done grew up in your
Oh
neighborhood.
yeah,
He done watched this motherfucker be grown up and shit.
Yeah, he stay here now.
He got kids. He got kids now. And shit. Hey, he done been divorced twice.
Hey, that's man.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
man.
Yeah, come get that motherfucker.
Hey,
Like,
y'all
that's
seen
just
Gator go doing good, man. He take care of them kids, nigga.
Gator.
But back to the vacation and if you're gonna go on vacation, go on vacation.
Yeah.
You got the vacation braids, bitch. Get in the water. That's what they for.
Yeah. You can tell when people vacation about to end too. You ever see a chick with some braids and them shits is like, oh,
Ooh.
They frazzled.
them shits for like, oh, y'all leaving tomorrow.
Yeah. So you've been here for about a week.
Yeah,
It's
that's
time for you
that
to go.
static that hit them bitches. Like, yeah, you ain't
Yeah,
even
yeah.
try to glue that shit down or nothing. You ain't put no gel on that shit, no pink moisturizer, none of that shit on that shit.
I would love to hear from some black women on this though, man. Like for real,
We would not love to hear from the black women.
No. Y'all can put it in a group. Don't email me. But for real, I'm like, why? It's almost a thing, and you don't want to ask. You know how it's like you don't ask a woman her age, you don't ask her this, you don't ask her that. If you like, ask them like why you ain't getting in the pool and shit. It's almost like an offensive fucking question on vacation. It's just like I'm bored, and you ain't gonna take no pictures of me no way.
And also, why can some black people not swim still? Like you 40 years old.
Oh my
You
Take
get
a
a
swimming
pass.
lesson.
You can get a pass on that.
No, hell no.
No, because Sam ass can't swim. That's
Me-
Hold
me-
up. See, no, fuck. That's not true. That's not true.
Don't you say I can swim in 6 feet. Don't say that shit.
I'm
That's walking.
That's walking.
Nigga be walking and doing this shit, walking and moving your arms.
I'm not 6 foot. That's not walking.
No, because you just bouncing and moving your arms around. That's fucking
Bro.
not the same thing.
You know how many people done told me I can't swim in 12 feet, but I can swim in 6 feet? Like,
See?
bro, you can't swim. Like, you can't swim.
I wouldn't even, that's not my phrase. See, that's not even my catchphrase.
What's
but
your phrase then, though? What you tell people?
I would tell y'all I can swim. Okay. All right. I can swim enough not to drown.
Okay.
That's not.
But
That's
you can't
surviving. That's surviving. That's
Yeah.
not swimming.
Hey, your life, your words.
But how long?
No, nigga.
Let's say we parasailing right now. We in Jamaica parasailing in a fucking wild break. And we
Alright.
go down together.
All right.
You gonna survive it?
We
'Cause
gonna
you
both
out.
have a jacket on.
Nah, nigga.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, you think the
Parasailing.
the jacket was gonna save you?
We was thugs, so we took the jackets off and left it on the
Ooh.
boat.
No,
And we
nigga,
was drinking.
you was
And we was
thugs.
drinking.
You was drinking. I am gonna have a vest on, nigga. We going over water. Give me 2. Like, no.
I need one for my arms and my feet.
He
Yeah.
said, give me them little floaties for my
They just gonna
arms.
see some feet sticking up. Man, he put the shit on backwards. Goddamn, that nigga
I
drowned.
would, yeah. That is
What I
one
mean-
thing that I would recommend though. Like for all you older, statesmen and stateswomen, when you do get on that boat, if you do get in the water, put a fucking life jacket on.
Yes,
That shit is
definitely.
different.
Yeah,
The
like
ocean
what-
is different.
when you was in that fighting current too. When you was in
Yes.
the water,
Mhm.
Yes,
and you don't know how much current until you get in the water.
it's different.
Yeah.
Were you the only one that jumped off the boat?
Well, I was initially because everybody was drinking. They were drinking heavier than I was.
Okay.
So I jumped off because I was like, yo, I used to kick it out here in this fucking ocean. This used to be my shit. I used to swim all around this motherfucker. Then now I was like, oh shit, I ain't really swimming is different muscles.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, my core ain't what it used to be.
It's all the fucking muscles.
My core ain't what it. You think what?
It's all the sex muscles. You're using the same. It's stroke muscles.
You think That's how I know you can't swim.
That's how I know he can't swim. Yep, I was about to say it. Nigga, you can't swim. Shut your ass up.
This nigga said the fucking muscles.
Hey, look, at least y'all ain't go. That's how I know you can't fuck. Like shit. Like,
I mean, I don't know that either.
hey, I'm just saying, dog. Like it's a lot of work. Is what I mean.
It is a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. So after I jumped in and swam back to the boat, there was a dude who was probably like 6'5". He might have weighed 320. In the belly, not like a defensive lineman, but like
Got you.
a fat nigga.
Fat nigga.
So then he sees me. He's like, "Yo, oh shit, I'm finna goddamn jump off in that thing," but he had a life jacket on. So he jumps in, and I'm trying to tell that nigga while catching my breath, "Hey, dog, don't jump in there. Don't jump in there. It's like if you can't swim, don't jump in there." And he just like do the thing niggas do when they hold their nose and shit, turn their back to the water and jump in like they doing a trick.
Not a good look.
Why you make it sound like that nigga
The
lame?
nigga came up bobbing and shit and getting further away from the boat because again he didn't know what the current was like. So I'm telling the guys like, "Hey man, lifesaver, throw to the lifesaver." And they grab the shit, they look at him, and at this point he's probably like fucking, I don't know, man. He was far, like 15, 20 yards away.
Damn.
Fast. He can't swim. He's a survivor. He's scrambling around, and he just got to that fucking lifesaver. I mean, he wasn't gonna die. He was floating.
Yeah.
But we would have had to like stop the party, turn the boat around, go get this fat nigga, then bring him back up. But
you know
they
what y'all
pulled his
shoulda
ass
did?
in.
What y'all should have did was as soon as that nigga pinched his nose, y'all should have been like, never mind, don't get in the water. Because any nigga, first any grown person that's finna jump in any body of water, whether it be a pool or a goddamn hot tub, if they pinch their fucking nose, you know what? We ain't finna have this. I ain't finna be liable for this. Just stop.
I can't get in no water around Ken. That's what I just learned.
Bro,
Oh, you don't know pitching ass? Oh
Hey,
no.
no,
He guys, he don't open
No,
his eyes
nigga.
underwater.
Come on,
Yo,
dog.
hey, nah, you know what? You called that special nose pussy. You should have called it nose pinching.
Yeah. Oh man.
No, look, man. I'm just saying, like, if it's, look, man. Like, okay, so it's like this.
Now
I'm trying to
it's like,
explain myself to niggas, okay? Like if my son, let's say, like when they was little, if they would jump in like 6
look
feet,
look at over his glasses at your lie. You about to lie right now.
when they were younger, no.
Yeah.
When the kids was younger, let's say they jumped in 6 feet of water, 7, 8 feet of water. I knew I could get in there, get them to the side. Or if I jumped in there and I panicked a bit, I know I can swim enough to get to the side. If I'm in the ocean, like if I was in your situation, that'd have been it for me. That's it. Don't plan shit else. No more excursions.
And that the truth is, and I don't want to fucking beleaguer this point. The truth, like I almost died. And I didn't realize that till I was like back up on the boat. Now I'm back at the room and I'm sitting there thinking about the day. Like I legit went under and was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Because I didn't want to make the story longer, but the first time I swam through the current to get back to the boat has a wooden platform on the back. I spent all my energy getting to the back of the boat. I reached for the platform for the first time, and that shit went up in the air, and I missed it. So now I literally sank like fucking 5 to 6 feet under the water. Like what the fuck? Nobody even sees me because everybody's drinking, music's on, people kicking it.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, fuck that. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not dying like this shit. Like, nigga drowning? No.
Yeah. Did you pinch your
So I
nose and float to the top?
So I fucking that I wish that would have worked. But I struggled because you can still see the light on the surface of the water.
Yeah.
So I just swam as hard as I could, and I got to the top of the water, and I just reached up. And when I reached up and grabbed the platform, it was lower. The wave moved it up, moved the whole boat up, and it pulled me up onto the platform. And I just laid there and just held on to that shit for dear fucking life.
I would have whooped everybody's ass on
Nigga,
that boat
I
for
was,
letting me
I'll
do
tell
that
you,
dumb
my
shit.
He was
lungs
tired.
My lungs were fucking burning. That's why I couldn't tell the fat nigga, don't get in the water.
Yeah. Ugh.
Because I was still trying to catch my breath. I never thought, as good a swimmer as I am, I never thought that I would like go out like, or almost even be close to going out like that.
Yeah.
And that was like, I was like, yo, and when I got back, I was talking to my homeboy. I'm like, nigga, I almost died today. Like just swimming shit,
Just regular
in
shit.
the ocean. The ocean's different. That shit don't play. So that was the last time I told myself, I was like, yo, I'm never ever. We like that fun shit, that shit where you can see through the water and the sand and shit clear. That's cool. The water's more salty there. You're more buoyant there. That's why you see niggas floating around and shit.
Yeah.
Shit is different. And that shit get goddamn turquoise and blue.
It's some other shit.
That shit is different.
That's some other shit. Like I remember going snorkeling, and it was one of them excursions you pick when you go on a cruise or whatever. Yeah. But you don't know like exactly how it's gonna go. You just know you going snorkeling.
Yeah.
And it was a walk off the beach snorkel.
Yeah.
And I already like was like, you know, they give you like, it's not even a vest. It's like you got to blow up as much air as you want in this bitch.
Yeah, you do. Straw.
Yeah, that's that shit Ken want. I'm sitting there doing this shit, you know. And so my bitch all the way full around my neck. I'm like, how come y'all only got half air and y'all stupid? We gonna die. Mm-hmm. And we got to go off the beach into current because you know the shit, and then go out and it's like shipwrecks and shit under the water. Mm-hmm. But like when we got back. Like, I know you was under the water. I just would have went ahead and just went and saw my daddy.
Damn.
Now, I would have panicked probably. But out there, I knew I had my thing on. And then there's like a dude with us in a canoe or a kayak, you know, looking around going, "You good, man? Fuck you, Jamaican." Like you making me racist right now. So, "You good, man?" I'm doing this with air out my mouth and shit. And you sitting there doing this shit, telling me, "You good, man?" No, man, watch me. Jamaicans always talking about some watch me, nigga.
Watch me, make sure, nigga.
Watch me, nigga.
Exactly, watch me.
Man in the middle of the ocean.
But nah, like, you know what's sad about that whole story? I'm so petty. Just like Ken, I was waiting to see if you was gonna say you pinched your nose. Like, oh, bitch ass survivor, you pinched your nose in the water.
No, nigga, I was drowning, and I was kind of like, well, this is it. And I was like, and it whacked me. I don't want to get fucking. I mean, I thought about my life, and I'm like, nah, I ain't dying like this, dog. Like, I got to get the fuck back up here.
That's
and I mean, it was, and I chop it up to just, it was not wanting to die, but it was luck that fucking platform was in the water.
Yeah,
that shit was moving up and down.
That last pull,
that last grab, and shit pulled me up on the back of that shit. That shit was fucking perfect timing. Your snorkeling trip, like you, so what do you mean? Like, so you just walked out and then?
Yeah, so we went, you know, the excursion took us down to the beach, and then when we got to the beach, it was 3 Jamaicans with snorkeling equipment sitting there, and they gave everybody some shit and said it's out there, and we had to walk off the beach into the surf and then go out into the water about 100 yards where like these shipwrecks and shit was at.
You know what I'm not gonna do? That shit.
Why not?
Take me. No, so I've done it before.
Take me out there. I thought we were gonna get taken out there.
So we got put on a catamaran and then taken out to the middle of the ocean, where it was a safe spot where there was reefs.
Nigga use quotes.
You know, reefs around the
safe
area.
spot.
Because I ain't trying to get ate up by no goddamn shark or stung by no stingray. You know, so they took us to a safer spot, put the vest on, got the little gear, and then, you know, I let the white people circle around me. Because I'm not going to be...
Set in the middle of the white people.
Yeah, I ain't going to be on the edge because they going to get got first. And then I did my little snorkeling, and then I went back to the boat. Yeah, dog. When I go to the beach, if I go off the sand into the water, I'm not the furthest one out there. Never. Because something got to get them first. If I see them disappear, then I know take my black ass back to shore. So
I like it.
You see where he at? Oh, he gone?
Oh, he gone?
I'm going to swim back.
Man, gone. That's it.
Man, gone.
That's it. Hey, y'all good? We had an hour there, 156. And thank y'all once again for checking in with us. Ken, thank you for joining us one more time.
Yes, sir.
Good to have you back, man. We back to business as best we can be. The summer's crazy, life is crazy. But every time we get a chance to get on and rap, we do that shit.
Yes, sir.
I ain't never heard this whole story about Marcus drowning. Like, not never.
I never told. I mean,
you've mentioned it before, but I didn't know. You know when people tell you I almost died, it's like, well, what happened? Now I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
If the current Bob different and you reached up and it pushed you back down,
I don't know.
It just
Yeah,
be
that's
me
wild.
on this bitch, dog. It just be us. Like, I mean, shit. It's just rest in peace, nigga. I mean,
oh shit!
just saying. Yeah.
This nigga made the career move.
I'm sure we would have talked about it. I mean, damn.
Damn, dog. He just put a coffee cup on your desk, real smooth.
If you was dead, I would have started earlier, nigga. That just would have been it.
This is
Be us.
Nigga, R.I.P. nigga. Oh my god, this nigga said. Holy
Nah, I'm fucking
shit.
with you, dog. That'll be a sad day. That'll be a sad
Oh,
day.
shut the fuck up.
I know you don't get to clean that up, nigga.
Nah,
Hey, man,
that's
but,
Hey.
but for real, thanks for having me, y'all. I really do appreciate y'all. Yeah. I love y'all, man. I'm glad you got that wooden piece. I'm glad you got
All
it,
right,
dog.
nigga.
Got on that shit.
Sam,
All right.
Sam, what would you say? Jesus Christ.
Oh, close it out, nigga. Just close it out. Goddamn.
All right, man.
I'll
God
be
damn.
on Facebook like, hey, man, pray for my dude.
Jesus
All right,
Christ.
I'm done.
Thank you guys for listening to Legal Opinion.
Shit.
The podcast, people that don't like podcasts, coming at you every week. I don't know how I feel about this nigga just taking my job in lieu of. But thank you guys for listening. I'm fucking sweating.
He might as well sing "I Can't Wait to Be King" out this bitch.
Yeah,
Like,
right. Like that's just dumb. That's crazy. This nigga said,
it'll just be us then,
That
nigga.
nigga, it'll just be us, nigga. We, that nigga using we's and us's, like nigga. We,
Hey, man, I'm a
we
mouse on
would
the
have
roller
warned
coaster,
you.
dog.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
All right. I lost my train of thought. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Thanks for fucking with us because we fuck with y'all, and we're gonna be back next week with some more whatever this is now. So thank you for listening. Be safe and show love. Peace.